2016. I would like to actually start with a moment of silence and just to let you know that perhaps that news has come to you. I don't know. Uh, Day before, no, actually, yeah, was it day before? Yeah, day before in the afternoon, we lost one of our colleagues in Afghanistan, and he was actually going to the office, and there was caught in a bomb blast near a bazaar. So I just would like you to remember that these are the real dangers that our people face across the world. We keep losing our people. A lot of people do get kidnapped, and they really live in real danger. So just if you could have maybe half a minute of silence, remembering the family of Syed, who lost his life day before yesterday in Afghanistan. And perhaps in 2016, I don't know if we lost anybody else, but there are team members who lost their immediate family members and so on. So maybe we could reflect on that in for this half minute before we get into the session. Okay, all right. So welcome back. As I said, this is the last TWT for this year, for the year of 2016. Just about sometime back, sometime back meaning about half an hour back. Vishal is here. Vishal is here. Yeah, Vishal just asked me, when is your year-end party? And so my immediate reaction to that was that I don't think I have anything to celebrate for this year, and so there's no party. Maybe I should burn up some of the terrible things happened, or some of the memories that are lingering from 2016, and sometimes I even wonder whether the whole of 2016 could be deleted. And then Vishal reminded me that no, there are lots of good things that have happened in the office. We should celebrate for that, which made me think that is true. I mean, that is true not just in the office. I mean, I would say that what happened in 2016 for Save the Children in India has been wonderful, and I'm really, really, really thankful for a great team or a great set of people who we have here, and even greater set of people. No, maybe that's not right. But at least for me, the people whom I work very closely with, they've been great for me. And so all of you have really contributed to the greatness of 2016. I would like to thank each one of you. And I think I alluded to that in the Christmas party also, which we had a few days back upstairs. I said that life is filled with both with pain and with lots of joy. The problem is that we try and concentrate on the negatives and concentrate on the painful part of life. Then it would become even more painful. Because and there is this beautiful song which as young people growing up, or even some of you or your children, no, not too many people have growing up children. Most of you are young, right? Uh, and there is a song called "Count Your Blessings, Name Them One by One." Have you heard that song? Anybody? You haven't heard that song. I'm not going to sing and make you run away. But it says, count your blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. So that's a small, nice Sunday schooly children's song, but there is a profound truth in that, right? If you start really looking at all the lovely things that have happened to us, it will really surprise us. So I've decided that I'm going to take a week off to reflect on the blessings of the year 2016, instead of being coming across as negative and grumpy and ill-tempered and so on. I decided to be thankful in the next 1 week, and I hope I don't have to come to office, but it's difficult. But I shall try and keep away from the office for a week. That is the coming week, because and I will urge all of you, I mean those who come to office as well as taking a break, to count your blessings of 2016. And if I look at 2016, it's just been great from one perspective, and also from the and mostly also from the perspective of the office. So let us look at what are some of those lovely things that happened this year. And if I don't remember something, you let me know. Okay, you tell me some of the good things. And one thing which we decided is that Shweta and I have been having a discussion. This format should change. This format of one way, preaching, teaching from here. We would like for all of us to take part in this. Maybe it will take a little more than an hour then, but it should be interactive. And I was also reminded that people who have access are the people who know you. Is that true? I know Ashutosh for the last 50 years, because he's been in Save the Children that long. And of course, people who work with me. There are a lot of people I bumped into at the Christmas party, whom I don't interact every day with them, though I would like to. The problem with having 400, 500 people working and the numbers increasing is that you lose that personal touch. I would like to change that. I would like to see that first of all, I have access to each one of you. And we keep saying that ours is an open office, but I only see very few people dropping by to say hello. There are a lot of people who don't even. How many of you have not seen the first floor yet? I mean, the second floor yet? Or the people who are living on the second floor, how many of you have not seen the first floor yet? There may be some people, right? So why don't we do one thing? Let's have an exchange for next year. All the first floors go up and all the second floors come down. Oh, you guys just went up. You say that. Don't worry. I don't mind coming down and taking one of your seats. Let's do something like that. Let's mix up more. I would like to see and talk to people. Come and say hello to me. And if you smile at me, I'll definitely smile back. So let's build that access a little more, because a lot of churn has happened. A lot of new people have come in, but we would like to be an organization where there is absolutely no fear of access to. Fear of accessing anybody in the organization. So let's have that. Okay, let's talk about the good things, the blessings of 2016. Let me hear the wonderful blessings of 2016. If you can remind me, then I don't have to talk to you about it. Let me hear from any one of you. Come on, talk fast. Unless you want to stay here till 6 o'clock today, talk about the good things that have happened.
We reached 300,000 children.
Sorry?
We reached 300,000 children.
This year?
280,000. We reached about 280,000 children.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about now I'm getting lost between the calendar year and the fiscal year. So you're talking about the fiscal year. I mean, calendar year. Yeah. Excellent.
So we are talking about calendar year. Right?
You're talking about calendar year. Yes. Yeah, but orientation problem. Okay, so we reached 300,000. That is fantastic. Yes. Dave, did I see your hand going up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The video van campaign run by the IKEA project in Punjab and Haryana was, really the best thing I've ever seen in my life in terms of in our campaign and communication.
How wonderful. You know, have you heard of that video on wheels campaign that we did among the some 800 villages in Punjab and Haryana? It was a wonderful campaign. It was talked about. We had the chief ministers of both the states actually getting involved in that project. A lot of the people talked about it. Great. Let me hear. Everybody should have something to say about the good thing. Raga, I'm sure you're going to have a good thing. About except Pondicherry, say something else. Pondicherry was good, okay? Yeah. Sorry? You have a new CEO. Now, now that's interesting. Okay, I didn't know about it. So actually, when I said this is my last TWT, it perhaps is true. Okay, but will you introduce him to me?
The global CEO.
Oh, the global CEO. Okay, we have a new global CEO. She came here. How many of you seen her, met her, shook hands with her? Hele,
Selfies with her,
selfies with her. I mean, she's very selfie famous, as many of you would know. She was here. She was Prime Minister of Denmark, and she became our CEO. That's great news, right? Wonderful. Yeah. What else? Who else? Before I start pointing to people, you all of you have to talk about something great that has happened.
So I think I joined in 2016 and I'm very happy to be a part of the organization which is actually working for children. So I get to be a part of the journey. So that's something good for me that happened.
That's something good for you, son. That's something good for all of us that you have joined. Wonderful. You add to the great diversity and loveliness of this office. So welcome. What else? Vinay. Yes.
We had Michelle in my team.
You got Michelle in your team. Wonderful blessing. But she's not here right now. But yeah.
The 72-hour framework was passed by the assembly, and we were able to respond in 72 hours to the recent telegram.
Isn't that wonderful? Let's give ourselves a good applause. Well, the terrible thing is that is a tragedy. But we were able to respond in 72 hours. So I would like to say a big thanks to Vinay, big thanks to Ray, big thanks to Sajid and Sudhir and everybody else of that team. Wonderful work. Congratulations. What else? Other good things. Every Last Child, okay, which was launched when Hele was here, and we had the Minister of Urban Affairs there, Mr. Naidu was there, and that was great. We launched it, and I'm just going to tell you something even more wonderful about that. After we finished taking stock of 2016, what and what other wonderful things that have happened. Yes, sir. From you, nothing. Think hard. Okay, Radhika, something. Sorry. Release of the procurement manual. It's not a small thing. It's just because it talks about the process that we are going to have and all the wonderful things that we do, but make it more in a more structured manner. So that was great. Yes, Radhika was saying something.
We have a new brand ambassador, Diya Mirza.
We have a new brand ambassador, Diya Mirza, and I was given this wonderful news by Pragya during lunch that Diya Mirza is following me. Is that correct?
Yes, she is.
She is.
You need to do something there.
Now I need to. I need to be turned out better than what I am. Yes, Dave.
The opening of a very unique school for Rohingya children in Hyderabad.
How wonderful! How wonderful! Vishal complained that my my annual report, half of it is dedicated to the Rohingya children, but that is how much I felt for them. Half of my annual report writing is about Rohingyas, the world's most unwanted people. Those are the Rohingyas, and we have a unique school for them in Hyderabad. Hyderabad also we have, and also in Jammu and Kashmir we have worked for them. So again, in that midst of that tragedy that is playing out, that is almost endemic. called the Rohingyas. We have some bright stars or some good things happening for them. So great work we are doing among Rohingyas, and we should be thankful about that. What are the other some wonderful things? I would like to hear from. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask my office.
FCRA got renewed.
FCRA got renewed, right? You know, I met World Vision CEO a couple of days back, and he said they got their FCRA renewed on the very last day. And I told him that I think we got it on the very first day. Uh, well, I don't know whether it's good or bad, whatever it is, we got it. That's fantastic. And yes, Shraddha was going to say something. Sorry?
We had Project Avatar.
Project Avatar. Okay, let me hear about Project Avatar. Where is Renu? Renu's missing?
She's in the meeting.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What are the good things that we did in Project Avatar? Anybody can remember Project Avatar? Restructuring of the organization. Is it good, bad, ugly? Good. Some of you think it's good, which is good. Okay. We will know about it as we move with it. Okay. So restructuring of the organization was Avatar, and what else? Email training. Okay. Let me ask you. What did you learn about email training? Well, one point that you shouldn't be doing. Huh?
Respond within 48 hours.
Okay. But I think Shraddha also said that please don't respond within 1 minute. Just hold on to it. Because most of this 1 minute is reactionary, right? So hold on to it. But of course, we should, because we are terrible in responding. Terrible in responding. You know, I have some good things to say about our new regional director. Her name is Urvashi Sahai, right? She's visiting. She's here. And yesterday we had some meetings. She was here day before yesterday. Yesterday also we had meeting. She's come from she's heading Asia Pacific Vodafone, and she's joined Save the Children as the regional director. And the way she was responding to things, which was really something to learn from. Right? We had a meeting. At the end of it, the notes came to us. Right? And we had a meeting, a car journey from Archana complex to our office in east of Kailash. We got 25 video conferencing facilities across India signed up in 25 minutes. I mean, that is the proactiveness. That is promptness. I would like all of us to be be like that, to be prompt, proactive, get things done, get things moving, instead of discuss something and then wait for another month for things to happen, and then half of the things will fall through the cracks. When it is hot, just go ahead with it, and that's good news. We are going to get rid of all this. We are going to get 25, and that's also part of good news. Is that Cisco and Vodafone, and it's just $100 that we have to spend per license. That is for 25 licenses across the country, wherever we want it. We'll have video conferencing facilities, and that's also wonderful news. But what was the story I was telling about promptness of responding in the emails? What else in Avatar? ADI. ADI means Adi, and Adi means meeting in Malayalam. What does ADI stand for? Sorry? Accelerated Delivery and Improvement. And there was a training that was done in Patio, I think, and we had somebody from the US coming here, and along with Renu, they took it, and there are several projects, at least 2 or 3 projects at this point of time underway, and that's all about improving of our processes, cutting down of the slack time, and continuous improvement. So that is good. And what else? What are other good things?
We featured on the cover page of Hindustan Times.
We featured on the cover page of Hindustan Times for that was every last girl child report that was launched globally, and that was good. Hindustan Times is I mean, it's a national newspaper, and of course, it is. I mean, it's an ancient newspaper from the Birla House, and it's good. And we continue to be leading on the media mentions. I think last quarter we were a little behind UNICEF, but that doesn't matter. But you know, and Vishal would tell you that in the global survey that happened, Save the Children uh, India, we uh, our the recollection of people is 17%. That's a big number, because especially when you hear that in the US it's only 15, or in UK it's only 18, and in India if it is 17, that's a damn good number. And that's because all those advertising that we do in the on TV, right? Yes, we don't do anything on TV, guys. Comparatively, that what the space we occupy TV is very very low. We have talked more on the editorial. I mean, that is what add credibility to us. So we are a well-known brand entity in India right now, and even across the world. That number is not a bad number. Okay, that's a good thing. What else? Anything else uh, on on Project Avatar?
Award management system.
Award management system. We have adopted it. Uh, we are moving towards it. We are going to get a person who is going to come and run it in January. And anything else? Anything else? What? How about the number of people who are giving to us? The individual donors. I was told about the good news. Did you know the twin blessing that somebody had in our organization? Isn't that a blessing? Who did the twin blessing? And I'm sure you got the sweets today. Something, but we just got twins, a boy and a girl. How wonderful, right? It's to have twins, and or is it a pain? I am a twin. If you don't know, I am a twin. I got a twin brother, and my mother used to say that, "Thank God that I got two of them together." Okay, so she didn't have the pain of after me him, or after him me. No, both of us grew up together. It was wonderful to have twins. So where is Sunday Pat? He is attending to the twins. Okay, that's one. We should give more time for the fathers to be away. I think 15 days is not a good enough time. Sorry, especially if you have twins, it should be double, right? Deutsche Bank is giving
Only if the father is the primary caregiver.
if the father is the primary caregiver, and if you have twins, you will double it. Perhaps you should. Okay, so all those are what was I talking about?
Blessing.
Blessings upon the numbers. So because I remember Sandeep Bhatt, and the month of December so far, 2,700 people have given on DRTV, and that's a record number. And December is not over yet, so we are going to cross 3,000. Today, our number is cross 50,000 regular givers. Isn't that wonderful? 50,000 people think it's important to give to children. And again, congratulations to everybody who is working on that. What else? What are the other things? Something from the program area, something from the states, let me know. Are we so disconnected that we don't know what's happening in the states? No, some good things happening in the, well, we talked about the Rohingyas.
We made 2 more villages child labor free, right? Yesterday there was this case, 6 villages in Nalanda.
6 villages in Nalanda district. And Nalanda is one of those terrible poor villages I've been to. And if we can say that it is child labor free, that's wonderful. And yeah.
Obviously, that Shivani has just come back from this amazing district level drawing of the district level plan for newborns. So Jharkhand will have it very soon, and they will launch an implementation plan, not just a strategy.
Okay.
As a follow-up to newborn action plan.
Okay. So you know that we had this, we launched this newborn action plan along with the government of India. We were really the technical leads or advisors to the government of India in bringing out those reports. And it is not just reports, and we now know that in Jharkhand there is an implementation plan,
For the districts.
and that is happening. And how can I forget then, what the board which met a few days back said that this is just wonderful. They were over the moon about our work with the neonatal and the health plans that we have come out with in Pune, as well as the work done in Bhubaneswar. Wonderful work, just excellent work. What else? And how can you forget our child ambassadors, Anu Yara, who went to UNGA, and I have this personal connect with this young 12-year-old girl called Ishwari. Ishwari in Pune. We were on the stage together, and everybody neglected me, and Ishwari got all the standing ovation. Now, I was in good company of being unrecognized and neglected. I was with Narayan Murthy. He also didn't get any attention because Ishwari was there. So how wonderful that we are having these children's ambassadors talk. We all should shut up and we should let them talk. Then there is Salman, this young boy from one of the street children that we have, and today he's an aspiring actor. He's studying, and he's also one of the guys who talks on our behalf. To getting these children as ambassadors is wonderful. Now, please tell me that if I'm missing out on anything. So when you start counting our blessings, plenty.
Global Citizen Festival.
Global Citizens and the Coldplay and the wonderful celebrity endorsements that we got, and it was just so great. Only our board was very unhappy that they were not told about that. Okay, so we'll change that. We'll change all that. Why are you guys laughing? Coldplay. Yes.
You were talking about the project wins. So another interesting thing was our project, the Nokia DRR and CSS project, won an award, Best Newcomer Award for
Exactly.
great implementation that we did.
Yeah. Creative implementation between a social partner and a corporate. Nokia won this award, and that project is a fantastic project with humongous potential, right? And we will see here a lot of that in the coming years, and probably a lot more. Is that all? Arun, you have some good news to tell us? Arun, you're looking somewhere around. I think there's only one Arun here.
Talking about the unrestricted income growth, 32%
Yes.
over the last year.
Okay, 32% of over the last year, but by the fiscal year ends, we are hoping it will be, not hoping, we don't want to hope, we believe that it's going to be 40%. Yes, we finished the ADI project. You have anything to add on to that? Okay. Yeah.
We took over TESS in the program.
Took over TESS India. How wonderful. Is Yogesh here? Okay. Yeah, he's not here. And again, a project that was presented to the board, and they were very, very happy about that project. And I'm told that I have to be in London on April the 26th to co-host with the Vice Chancellor of Open University this TESS India project. And we are also hoping some good funding would come so that we can continue with it. But it's a project which has got, again, potential of reaching so many more people. If you look at the entire education system, which is somewhat broken in this country, major problem is that we don't have teachers and we don't have enough trained teachers. And this program has already reached 1 million teachers with the curriculum for the teachers. And just imagine the reach of 1 million teachers. Each one, if they teach at least 25, we are reaching 25 million children. Not bad, right? So that's great. TESS India we got. And what else? Yes, I like this. This is the interactive TWT that we should have instead of the boring speeches that I make, and also my wonderful sense of humor.
We got RPG party right here.
One of the important things that happened is photo was rolled out among the urban slum areas where children express their views through photos. Do you have that photos towards the
In a MCD, we had that on which railway station was it displayed? Monday House Station. It was displayed. Those pictures. How lovely! And how can I forget Firoza? Firoza actually sent us some photos framed. Firoza, those of you who do not know Firoza, I met Firoza almost 11 years back when I joined Save the Children, or let us say to set up Save the Children, which was not there as Save the Children India. I met Firoza in Calcutta in one of our programs. She was a child domestic worker, just 8 years old. And we helped a lot of those children. If Dada was here, he would tell that story because Dada was a state program manager there. And we got many children out of child labor and engaged them with good activities, but not to be in. And what is the horizon we talk about? New horizon. I sometimes call it the lost horizon. Yeah, we need to make it newer horizons where we have young people, young girls who are being trained to be beauticians and whatever else. And this young girl was a part of our workshop where we had a group that came from UK to teach them photography. And photography she learned, and she continued to use that. And today she is final year of BA in a college in Calcutta, and she also has a camera. And so a couple of days back, I got this fantastic frame, a picture that is taken by an 8-year-old whom she is trained. 8-year-old, come and see in the huddle room that picture. How beautiful, how wonderful, how we have opened up the horizons of people who had no hope, whose life was lost in some domestic situation, carrying spoiled brats bigger than themselves around. Right? That's what we see as these domestic children. I'm glad that we contributed, Save the Children contributed significantly to the dialogue, to the debate about child domestic work, and we got it banned. Yes, sir.
Two more points.
Yeah.
One is that we also help children to learn to make radio programs in Mumbai, in Delhi, and in Patna. We had workshop with children, radio workshops, after which they all prepared a half-an-hour program on their own with drama, with song, and other things. And the second achievement, I think we also should mention, is that Forgotten Voices won the CSR award this year.
Forgotten Voices, our report on urban situation won a CSR award in Mumbai or somewhere, right? So that's wonderful. When you talk about children's radio program, I was actually a part of a radio program right from the studios of what is that university called? That's lovely, beautiful 1,000-acre university called Vanastali, the largest university for girls in anywhere in the world. They got about 10,000 students inside, and they also have their own radio station. So they were working with communities nearby, with very poor communities, and it is run by those community women, this radio. And they look so professional. And I'd like to play it out to you one of those days. And the most important thing about that, Pragya, was that I spoke in Hindi. Exactly. You should tell that to Shabana. Shabana is your friend, not mine. Okay, so what was the name of that song? Count your blessing. See, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. So isn't it surprising that when we start talking, and I'm seeing hands going up and not coming down? Yes.
Just that Abhijit got more than 20 MPs to come and talk in Constitution Club about
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. More than 20. We can start a party here. We might even, you could even have 20 is not a bad number. After all, Modi came on the back of only 29%, maybe more MPs. So maybe we have a prime minister in the midst of us, right? 20 MPs is wonderful. Who got? Abhijit.
13 MPs were there.
And what happened to the 7? 7 promised to come, who didn't show up. Yeah. Good. Well, where do you get 13 MPs to come for your meeting? Yeah, come on. It's a huge thing. It's huge. You know, we are making waves in this country. We are doing so well with our government. We continue to be asked to be members of various committees and so on. Yes, Pragya.
Two things actually.
Hmm.
Modi government's 2 years,
Hmm.
it was televised. Like, it was a live debate on Doordarshan and IT Ministry had done it. Save the Children was one of the NGOs. I mean, Vidisha spoke on behalf of Save the
Isn't it
Children.
wonderful?
We talked about.
Isn't it wonderful? Judisha was a part of that debate.
And just last.
And yesterday, day before, Prabhat was on BBC.
Yes.
Yes.
And just last week, Thomas was at President's house.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I was at the president's house. And oh, what a lovely, nice garden he has there. Yeah, so I had lunch on the gardens of Rashtrapati Bhavan. And this is, I rubbed shoulders. You know, I was sitting next to one of my favorites, Jeffrey Sachs. And I didn't give him a card. He gave me his card. And then I had to give him my card. Jeffrey Sachs is, by the way, Professor of Economics and Development at the University of Columbia and a Nobel laureate. And this was Kailash Satyarthi who invited, and the session was called, it was called Laureates and Leaders for Children. And it was wonderful. We also had Dalai Lama there. And I also met, no, I didn't seek her, she sought me, Rajinikanth's wife, who is a friend of Raga here, and what's her name? Lata Rajinikanth. Okay, so we are hoping that we would do some great work together going forward. So we are sought after. Save the Children. Okay, wonderful, right? Is there anything else? No, I think I have given my speech and my spiel. Yes.
That's what the hand was for.
Say that again.
No, no. I think
Can you stand up? Are you standing up already?
that was my point. I think
Yes.
I'm too short to be noticed.
So you got to come to the front and stand up with me and address the crowd.
I'm okay now.
Okay.
Monty Shubharam launched recipe books in Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu.
Hmm.
So it was recipes made by the mothers from the locally available resources
Yeah.
and with collaboration from health and WCD departments
Yeah.
and all the state level officials and ministers came and
So where
launched
was it launched? Maharashtra.
it. Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu both.
Excellent, excellent. So I did go to a program in Pollachi, and you know, my comment about the kitchen garden earlier was not a great comment. I used to say that I saw bindis growing out of bottles. That was a kitchen garden, but that was not true of Pollachi that I saw. I saw luscious green vegetables growing. You know, they were not dying. They growing, and so that was wonderful. And I also sampled about 50 women who cooked various things, and I was sick by the end of
So
that
that is
sampling.
what I
Sick because 50 women in Tamil Nadu trying to feed you. You should know, Raga, the psyche of the Tamil mind.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, so it's a lot.
Wonderful.
From the locality, whatever you ate, those things are in the books now. So
Those are in the books. Wonderful. Excellent. Anything else? We are missing out on anything. Yes.
Thomas, they have been kind enough to be more transparent this year in the terms that we have exposed the central banks to everybody.
Okay.
Those now they have been-
Okay.
and in terms
So what's my salary? We're transparent, guys. You know the range. Some are from 0 to 100.
what is there,
Okay.
and the kind of changes that have
I'm glad to hear that. We are becoming, instead of that opaqueness, we are getting to be more transparent about salaries, about policies. We are trying to reach you with several. No, but I didn't hear from anybody about some of the policy changes that have been good for the organization. Can you just think of one?
From 3 to 6 months, we've increased for maternity leave.
That was always 6 months. That was always 6 months. Sorry. Yeah, at least the good news is that Raga knows about it now. That's wonderful. Yeah.
We explore, we send an advisory to all the states not to print calendars. So we are saving a lot of paper.
Is that good, bad, ugly?
That's very good.
I am so glad that you support me on this. I've been trying to do that for the last 10 years. And this year, nicely outside the balcony, we saw unused calendars stacked so beautifully. I said, we are going to end it. No more calendars this year. Okay. Anything else?
Thomas, we need to remember that a lot of employees who moved on to different assignments have come back to Save the Children, like it's the Archana, Sangeeta, and many others.
It's great to have those guys back. As I keep referring to that as the Garb Officer program, is doing well. It's great, and the good news is also that lesser number of people are leaving the organization. Right, this year on an annualized basis, our attrition is at 11%. Okay, and we had really gone up much higher in the last couple of years, but people seem to be settling down. Or is it a function of a dull market outside? I don't know. Or could be a function of the lot of wonderful things the HR people are doing, building transparencies, letting know what the salaries are, and maternity and other policies, work from home, flexibility, whatever. We would like to be the best in this business, right? So good. We'd like to keep all the good people we have. And I don't think anybody is a rotten egg until they leave. No, that's not fair, right? Okay. Yes, go ahead.
We have made TWT more interactive towards
Good. Good point. So we'll continue to at that, and we want to really revamp the TWT framework. We want to improve the chai and the samosa to something even more desirable stuff and healthier stuff. So salads maybe.
salads and
Yeah. Chai and salad
chai and salad.
for TWT. Okay, I think I've pretty much covered, but then I've got a lots to cover about the budget and stuff. Maybe I'm just going to breeze through it. We just started the budgeting exercise last couple of days. We had a SMT meeting in which I put out what I thought is important for 2017. We added some more stuff. Yesterday we had a PLT at the Delhi office. We kind of embellished it. And it's going to come as a note tomorrow to you. So I'm not going to talk much about it, but I must perhaps end with this most wonderful good news, which is happening towards the end of the year. A blessing, as we've been talking about. Yesterday, Vishal and I went and had a meeting with the senior leadership of NDTV. So we met the CEO of what they call as a special projects team, and then of course we also met the CEO and the chair, Mr. Narayana Rao. And the good news is that we have tied up for the coming year for a special campaign with Save the Children and NDTV. They've been running campaigns for the last 5 or 6 years, not 5 or 6 years, it's longer than that, sorry. Almost 15 years back was when Jessica Lal happened. And their first campaign was around Jessica Lal and the plight of the women and so on. Then they had the girl child. Then they had Save the Tiger. They had last year was Swachh Bharat, I think, and also building schools, build your school or I forget the name of the kind. Sorry.
Around climate greener.
Greenathon was another one, and so we are going to have all that, that long TV program, morning till evening. We have people coming and going, Amitabh Bachchans of this world, PC, and we will have all that possible. All that is possible in the coming year. And you know how much the money they were able to raise for green, not for green, for the cleanathon. You know how much money? 280 crores. That is a potential of a campaign, of a tie-up with them, and we are happy. I mean, yesterday was kind of the first meeting, but we really, in terms of a timeline, we go back in January. We'll have brainstorming sessions within the organization, and in January we'll regroup again, decide about exact timetable and the sponsorships that we need, and so on and so forth. So an exciting year to start with, exciting program to start with the new year of 2016. So I mean 2017. So 2017 is going to be a wonderful year for all of us, and so I will see you there actually, because I'm going on leave. No, I'm here for a couple of days. Then I will be away for perhaps for a week and come back again. That's it. Is there anything else that I have forgotten to mention? Covered almost everything. Right. And you covered almost everything, which was much better than, as Vinay pointed out, at least in the last meeting, you were able to see a more interactive session. And we would like it to be, of course, there are certain things you don't know that I'll have to tell. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the Great Place to Survey work. It's already come your way. Great Place to Work. It's a global organization, actually, which does surveys across organizations of the world. Last year, Bangladesh won the award for the Great Place to Work in the whole of Bangladesh. It was Save the Children. And this year, we are expecting a great place to work is Save the Children in India. Okay, that depends on how you vote. But I'm not asking you to vote, but I'm asking you to really be honest in that survey, because we also want to know what is not so good. If you know that if everything is good, then we have reached that state of nirvana. But we would like to know what is bad as well. Let us know, and the survey is a good thing. But the only difference is that I'll be very happy if the 100% of the workforce say that, oh, this is a lovely place to work. I'll be very happy to hear that. But we want to be transparent. There is no pressure, and it is, I think it is anonymous. Yeah, except for a few people we'll pick up. Even if you're anonymous, like Ashutosh and all, will be very Raga, you will be, whatever you say will be noted. Okay. No, I'm joking. It is completely anonymous. We won't even know. And it is, and the other thing is that I don't think it is 100% survey. It is and again, I would like to tell you that we had no business in picking up who should take part in the survey. We just gave all the list to them. They randomly picked up and they are conducting the survey. Yeah, but it will be a statistically significant sample to give us the results. Yeah, so that's happening. I think the mail has already gone out to each one of you. With that, shall I close? I will. I shall. And we have the EGI Award. You know what is the EGI Award? You read the email, so it's a monthly affair, and everybody not everybody. It's actually, none of us has got a role in selecting the next person. If you get the award, you will select the next person. So come, Shweta. You want to?
No, it's fine. I'm
They can't see you. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to announce the Eggie for the month of November on behalf of Soumya Khan, who was November's Eggie. So this month's Eggie, we're not able to reach her because she's on an offsite. So it's Devadruta from the program coordinator DRR West Bengal. And I'm going to reach out the citation which Soumya has prepared for her. Congratulations, Devadruta. I am glad to nominate Ms. Devadruta Sen Gupta, Program Coordinator, DRR West Bengal State Program Office, for the Eggie Award. She has been associated as a member of Save the Children family for more than 3 years, with a break during her association. She has worked with dedication and commitment to reach out to the children in different states like West Bengal, Assam, and Manipur during disaster. Her positive attitude has been a great support for strengthening the relationship with government counterparts and other stakeholders for programmatic development. There are several instances where she has prioritized her responsibilities as a team player. She's open to adopting new ideas and learning for the best interest of children. Here, I would like to extend my warm appreciation and respect for Devadruta, wish her more success in her efforts for empowering the children for a better future. Warm regards, Soumya.
Great.
And that's the...
Well, for those of you new, what we gave last year was biography of Eglantine Jem, the woman who saved children, the woman who started the great movement Save the Children in 1990. Her biography captured by Claire Mallet, and she used to work with Save the Children UK in the 70s. So this is a wonderful book to read. I got a couple of copies. If you want to borrow, you can borrow and return the book, because borrow means you have to return. And this is a certificate. Yeah. So that's it. And we also would like to make announcement of the people who have joined this year, this month, last month of November, as well as those who have celebrated their birthdays. If you could come to the front.
The joiners up to now from the 1st of December to the 20th of December. We have Jason, who is joined in the finance and IT team. We have Ruchi, who is joined in the KM Global team.
You got to come here.
We have, if you can just come. And we have Sudeep, who has joined the SDI team as advocacy person.
Only 3 of them. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome on board. Would you like to share your life stories with the team?
Just a quick thing. So my name is Ruchi Monga. I will be there on the 2nd floor. I've joined the Global Knowledge team as the culture lead, and we'll get to interact more probably in 2017. My first impressions of the organization that I felt all the people are very warm, and I know that for a fact that the vision here is to reach the children, and hence the warmth there. So thank you.
Good. Welcome, Ruchi.
Hello everyone. I'm Jason Alexander. I have joined as finance officer in the finance team, and I'm very happy and feeling proud to be a part of this global network, and especially the Save the Children India. Thank you so much. See you on board.
Good. Welcome, Jason. And the organization did a kind of a geographical survey and found out that there are not enough Mallus here. So
Good evening, friends. I am Sudeep Sharma, and I have joined as advocacy coordinator in Stop Diarrhea Initiative program. And I'm finding a very friendly and energetic ambience in this organization, and I am feeling very happy to join.
good. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now we have the birthdays, right?
No, birthdays, this is for November.
Huh.
Pragya, Dev, Amrendra, Vinod, Kritika, Parag, Vinay, Narendra, Sarthak, and Devoshri.
My goodness. Hey guys, you got to please kind of Ruchi. You can't run away. You still have to cut a cake. Ruchi, come.
Last month you got me.
Okay. Davis feels that he has a double birthday.
Christian, joined us on the day of his birthday.
Sorry?
Christian joined us on 2nd November, and that was his birthday.
So we already.
Okay. यार गाना वाला गाओ.
Happy birthday
और से समोसा मिलेंगे और से. Okay, this one was for Pragya, again for me. Again.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Abhinay. Okay, very nice to you.
Actually, Jason, if you can come there. Yeah, you want.